but that's only because um the guy gave me a free screen protector, but he strategically put it over the top of my camera. So I ain't gonna trip too much. I said he didn't have to do that. So I'm gonna deal with it for a little while until I'm able to take that screen protector off and adjust it up above my camera, but it's a lot better than what it was before. So, anyways, let's get into it. What it is, you guys, it is yo girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all face too black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, I am coming through. Today is October the 11th, 2023. Yes. Um, ugh, I haven't done this in a long time. I have not done this in a long time. Y'all know I used to all the time come up to the little Walmarts, use their free Wi-Fi. If y'all don't know, my dad, he got his Wi-Fi situation is not at all that good, right? So in the house. So when I'm at his house, right now I'm at his house for the time being, and there's literally like no Wi-Fi. Like I don't know if y'all remember that movie. I think it was Witness Protection when them people came to stay with Medea, and she was like, "Do you have Wi-Fi?" And she was like, "Wi-Fi? You want some waffles? Some waffles?" Like Wi-Fi, yeah. So sometimes older people are not that interested in Wi-Fi, don't really realize the significance and the importance of it. So, needless to say, the Wi Fi system in that house is like really like low. So what I usually do, sometimes I can get a hotspot from the library. Our local library has where you could check out a hotspot, which is so awesome. It will power my laptop, my tablet, and my phone all at one whop, like for real. But you only get it for 30 days, and then once you return it, you have to get on a waiting list to get it back. So that's the issue with that. So I don't always have it. And then my phone, I do get quite a bit of hotspot on my phone, but I like to use that when I'm really out and about, like rather than in the house like that, because you know that goes fast as well. And by me trying to be a creative, I need the hotspot. I have even tried to go to certain places like Starbucks and work, but they Wi-Fi system, I don't know. Maybe it's the Starbucks that's by me. They ain't got no good Wi-Fi like that, girl. So what I would do is when I would record a video and want to upload it, because the longer the video, the longer it is going to take to upload. So what I would do is I would come up to the Walmart, because Walmart by far had the quickest Wi-Fi situation. Publix, I remember one time I was trying to upload I think it was 20-minute video in Publix, and I had to hurry up and upload it before I went to work, because I am trying to be a creative and I'm also an employee. Ugh, hate the employee part. Still an employee, but also trying to chase my dreams, which is very difficult being in that middle spot. Um, so I tried to get a video out at Publix, and that Wi-Fi was like double what it was at Walmart. So it was taking over 30 minutes. I didn't have time to sit there in the Publix and wait. So what I did was I ran up to the neighborhood Walmart, went in there, that Wi-Fi, it was up just like that. So what I would do is I go in to purchase some small, walk around, browse, whatever, window shop, and be getting my video out. So I haven't done this in a long, long time. So today I am up at the Walmart. The only reason I did come to the Walmart today, though, is because I literally I had downloaded For my TikTok, what I'm doing is basically repurposing videos that I put on YouTube and putting them on my TikTok. Now, backstory. My YouTube is old as I don't know what. It's from 2013. I literally have been on YouTube since YouTube started. Since there was a such thing as a YouTuber, I have been on YouTube. And before that, I was on MySpace. Y'all already know my whole mission statement is to just get Marcello free. I literally just want to break this story. Like, I hate that it is so hard. And I'm in a spot in my life where I'm like, I really should give up because, no, let me tell you, it's not nothing negative, but judging by how long it's taken to not break his story, it's taken 21 years. Every day of my life for 21 years. I promise you, I literally cannot remember one day. And I try to remember one day that I wasn't doing something to try to further his story. And I promise you, I can't think of it. So literally, it has taken me 21, almost 22 years to not break his story. Okay, Marcello has to do 85% of a 40-year sentence, which his release date would be about 2039. We are in 2023, going on 2024. So we might as well say it's 2024. Well, it's starting to rain. Oh, and I'm not parked close enough because I am gonna go in the store and get something. But yeah, I took my umbrella out. Okay. Guess I gotta walk between the rain drips, right? Oh, drip. That remind me of house party when he say, "You with that Jared curl in your hair, you better not never do nothing wrong. They ain't got no problem finding you. All they got to do is that follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip." That was so freaking funny, and I'm sorry that was so sidetrackish, but that was so funny to me when I said drip. That's what I thought about. But so we basically in 2024. So 24 to 34, 34 to 39, that's 15 more years. At the rate that I am breaking this man's story, it will take me another 15 or more years to break it finally. But guess what? He'll be home by then. So, in all actuality, as I'm thinking about it, I kind of just wasted that time. Yes, the last 21 years that I did with Project Reach the World basically has been a waste of time because it hasn't reached nobody. I still haven't reached nobody. I've reached a few people, but it's nowhere near. If you look at, if it was a pie chart, and to actually reach the world and break his story, I would need 90% of the pie, or let's say 85% of the pie. I haven't even scratched 10% of the pie, but all this time has went by. So in 15 years, logically, am I going to get this story escalated enough to cause attention, to cause someone to look into a story? No, to be honest, no. And this is where I'm torn. My brain knows that. I am a very I think of things logically, but my heart doesn't get it. My heart says no. If you got breath in your body, you can fight for who you love. But my brain knows this fight is in vain, girl. And you looking at another year coming to another end, and you have done nothing. So I don't know. But then I think about if I never met Marcello, and if I never, you know, was in this situation to have to fight for him. Like, what else would I could have done so much more with my life. And I know that's a big part of why my life hasn't turned out the way I want it to, is because I'm like stuck on this. So I don't know. But at this point, I'm sure I'm past mid age. So it's like, I don't know. But I take I did all that just to tell you this part. I'm sorry, but that's how if you ever conversate with me in real life, girl, we finna talk about everything before we even get to the point of the conversation, girl. But the whole point of the conversation was I have been on YouTube forever, and I think I almost have over 5,000 videos, which for me is so freaking embarrassing. Cause I'm like, 5,000 videos? Who has 5,000 videos and still ain't monetized? But your girl. Nobody but me. I don't think I know another YouTuber got that many videos and not monetized. But that's a lot. That means it's a lot of tries and misses, a lot of tries and misses, right? But I thought about, if I can barely, like when I'm thinking back and reflecting on a video I did, and I can barely find that video, I know for a viewer, they're going to have a hard time finding it, and they're not going to look for it. A viewer is, if you don't make it so simply easy for a viewer, most times they're not going to dig further to find something. So I was like, oh, I better get the stuff that's about Marcello into like its own spot. Because I think two things about the story of Marcello Jackson. I think it hurts my channel because the average person does not want to hear that story. The average person is not going to even believe that story, right? And then if they do believe it, they don't want to hear it. That is completely off. They don't. The most popular things on my YouTube channel are my family vlogs. That is what people are here for. Give me a red heart if that is what you're here for. I know that's what you're here for, right? So I was like, I really got to figure out how to do, less on Marcello. But the thing is, that's my whole purpose. So it's like I have to, I try to hide my purpose as much as I can. I try to conceal it as much as I can because I know everybody's not here for that. But it's my whole purpose. I don't even want to do it without doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got to find a way to separate it. I have got to separate it. So I even started a whole channel about just the story of Marcello. And y'all know, per Sean Kennel Courses, Aaron on Demand, and every other YouTube guru, the more you niche down, the better your growth will be. So because my channel's kind of in several different places, it's going to take me longer, much longer, to build a channel. So I started building one channel strategically just for Marcello's case. I think it's called #FreeMarcello. That's what I named it. But I haven't yet released all those videos. So what I've been doing is going through all my videos, taking the ones that pertain strategically to his wrongful conviction, uploading them over there, and with intents to release it. But I haven't yet did that. And then my TikTok. My TikTok is devoted to Free Marcello. Now I do see more people on TikTok watching and actually paying attention, which that took me aback because I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I know I even can look at my analytics. When I do a video about Marcello, y'all be like, girl, goodbye. But when I do a random video about whatever randomness is happening, it does really well. So I can tell from the analytics that people are not here for that. So it surprised me when I seen that people on TikTok were actually, like, it's basically like I'm repurposing these videos for the sole intent of not having them go in vain, not having me have made them in vain, So to download them from YouTube, I have to piece them out because there's some of them are long, and TikTok only allows a maximum of 10 minutes per video. So I have to break them down and put them out by parts, right, to TikTok. And it's just so surprising that people are watching and responding and understanding the story. And there are some supporters like that. Freaking surprises me, honestly, because y'all gotta know how it feels to tell a story that nobody believes. Nobody believes you at all. The minute you want to tell it, they put their fingers in their ear. They don't want to hear it, girl. But let's say they walked in my shoes. Do you know it? They would want somebody to turn to. They would be so freaked out that there's no place you can go to for help. But that's really what reality is. There is no place you can go to for help. And I was told by the head of the ACLU that it did look like Marcello got a raw deal, but the only hope that Marcello had was for me to break his story in the media. And since that time, that's what I've been trying to do. Unsuccessfully, but that's what I've been trying to do. Um, so it surprised me that people on TikTok are actually into it. There's a lot of people fighting for justice on TikTok, and I really didn't realize that until I went over there. But then what I also realized was that, and then I hate to start another thing because y'all know I do way too much. But I was like, maybe I need a TikTok that is just me, just my art, just the funny parts, just me and that has nothing to do with Marcello because no matter how I want to tell his story hinders my progress in what I'm trying to do. So I'm like, on one hand, if I did this video about random nothingness and I got monetized from doing this random nothingness videos, I could then possibly get the money needed to get attention to his case. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, on what side of the spectrum am I just going to try to gain money, or am I going to try to gain attention to his case? Gaining attention to his case is taking too long. So I got to find a way to get money. Like, that's literally been my objective from the time they sent him away. Honestly, how can I get enough money to get him legal, real legal representation? The last lawyer that I paid scraped, didn't even have it. Miracle came. First, most lawyers don't even want to hear it. They say Marcello's been in prison too long. Nothing we could do. We probably could have helped him decades ago, but it's too late now. Or some will quote some large outlandish amount, thousands that I don't have, and then they can see if they can help. And that kind of, the last one, he quoted I think it was 3,500, which may not sound like much to anybody, but for me that's a lot because I live paycheck to. I used to live paycheck to paycheck. Now I live paycheck to no check because I don't even make it to the next paycheck. So that was a lot of money for me to get up, and he has not done anything. It's been, I think I took him on as Marcello's lawyer either a year and a half or 2 years ago. And then Marcello also had that one shot with the victim, I'm not victim, the conviction integrity unit with Monique Worrell. But as y'all know, they took her off of being state attorney. She was actually just and fair and actually looking into these cases and seeing what cases did not seem to hold water, and actually people were getting freed. Well, of course, before she got to get through Marcello's case, she's gone. No longer in office. I heard the person that replaced her is on that BS like the rest of them. Not really there for true justice, just to uphold these convictions. Y'all know convictions equal money, and it's all about the dollar bill. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money, dollar bills, y'all. That's what it's all about. That's honestly what it's all about. But so that was kind of our last hope. So this lawyer, he ain't doing nothing. And then I'm like, dang, can you just give my money, run me my money back then, if you're not gonna do anything? So I think it's been almost 2 years since those two situations. So now there's another lawyer coming about. Now he talking about 8 grand. I don't have it. I don't have, and it pisses me off because I shouldn't be so broke in my life, to be honest. Hold on, guys. My thing timed out. There's no way I should be so broke. I have literally did everything in my power to better myself so that I am worth more. I have plenty of talent, God given talent, number one, but that doesn't give me enough worth, right? Um, so then I go put credentials behind my talent. I go get certifications, degrees. And because I don't know how to freaking get off this freaking workship, because you don't just graduate college, then boom, the world just, it's all just grand. It doesn't work like that. There's so many steps in between graduation and success. And because those steps are so freaking far apart, I have to keep working. And the more you work, the more you don't work on or yourself or stuff you trying to do. Just like Jordan the Chosen One says, that a job pays you to forget your dreams and your purpose, and that is true. As long as I work at a job, it is almost hard as heck to even work anything on my purpose, and it prolongs it. Because most of your good energy, your good time, your good effort is going to go into that 9 to 5. And then you come home depleted, head hurting, back hurting, hands going to bed. Like I got the corporal tunnel, hands won't hardly do nothing. And then I'm free to go home and work on my stuff. But then I can't because I don't have the energy, the time, the capacity, the mental ability, because I gave that all to you for a small minimum wage. So I don't know. I really need to give up. I don't know how to. And I knew I should have gave up long ago. But it's like this situation has a freaking hold on me. I don't know how to let it go, y'all. Not until he's free, because I know he's innocent. That's the part. I even wrote a thing today. Like whenever I have a good idea for a video topic, and it pops into my mind, I write it in my little notebook so I don't forget it, right? Because a lot of times, you need to be consistent with uploading, but you don't know what you really want to talk about. So you get on there and randomly run your mouth like I'm doing right now. With no, just aimlessly. Like, that's not how you do it, girl. But sometimes I do that, right? But y'all know my best videos are when I got that notebook in front of me and I took notes and I know what I want to talk about. So I wrote a thought about how I honestly wish Marcello had of did what they accused him of. I wish he had of, honestly, because then it would be a purpose for him to be in prison, right? And then if I knew that he was guilty, I wouldn't waste 10 minutes on fighting for him, let alone 21 freaking irreplaceable years of my life fighting for him. I wouldn't have wasted it because I would have knew he did what he did and he has to serve his time. Even if I stood by his side, I still would know that he had to serve his time. So I wouldn't be out there formulating how to tell this part of the story. I wouldn't be up there drawing books. I wouldn't be up there rapping songs. Why would I be doing that? Because I know he has to pay for what he's done. So I wish he had have done it, honestly. And then it would have been a purpose in this. But because I know that he is innocent, I know this, y'all. And I'm gonna take this to my grave. I know that man is innocent. It won't let me go. Like honestly. So I'm gonna go because it's getting it's kind of raining a little harder than it was. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just frustrating. So I work on it because, and then almost like with Project Reach the World, I so want to scrap that, throw that away, forget it. Nobody wants it anyway. Um, but it's just so heartbreaking that if I do that, all that work that I've done is useless and it's trash. It was for nothing. It was for nada. And I hate that it was for all I've done. I've done a lot, y'all. I've done a lot more than a lot of people. People want to play me and act like I don't. I work harder than the next, and I know I do that. I know that I work harder than a lot of people I see around me. I ain't saying I'm harder working than every single body on earth. No. But I'm up there. I am up there. I'm not scared of hard work. You want me to work hard for something? Yes. I'm cool with it. If I got to work twice as hard, 3 times as hard, 4 times as hard, 5 times as hard, I don't give any darns about that. But what I do have a problem with is for all my overabundance of hard work getting nothing in return, but tired and more broken down and depleted. So I just hate that if I give it up, that means all I've done has been in vain. And already much of my life has been in vain. Much of what I've done in my life has been for nothing. And I hate to have another thing for nothing. All right, so that's where I'm at. That's why I keep going on, though I know it looks like a dead end road. It really does. I really wish I had another purpose in this life besides this. Justice is not the purpose you want to have at all. You don't ever want to have the purpose of justice, because that's one of the hardest thing to get is justice. Everyone can think of every reason of why it's okay to withhold justice from the next person. But what be so funny, the way they treat us unjustly, the same people perpetrating that injustice would never want that done to them. They wouldn't even want a portion of that injustice they inflicted on us. But they want us to freely live. Get up, stop complaining about it. Go ahead on, move on with your. You really want me? I don't know. And I used to pray that God would just separate me from this. Just take Marcello out my heart. It's clear and evident we're not meant to be together because we aren't together. Take this battle out my heart. Allow me to not care that he's there like everybody else doesn't give a rat's behind that he's there. Allow me to feel the same way. But I never was able to remove him from my heart. My mama used to say a long time ago, don't ever date nobody you would never want to marry. 'Cause you never know where things would go and what you would do for that person. All right, guys. Hiss your girl Cadillac. And just take it with a grain of salt. This is a rant. Girl, I'm all over the place. One moment I'm happy. One moment I'm sad. One moment I'm up. One moment I'm down. That's just how I am. That's who I am. I'm a Gemini. We got two different sides, girl, right? And there's no in between. So this is just how I'm feeling right now in this moment. And thank you for bearing with your girl and riding with your girl. Hiss your girl Cadillac.